on? Welcome back to another Beast Talks video. Today I have to kick it off by just saying you guys have to learn how to say no, okay? You don't have to do everything that everyone else is doing. You don't have to go with the crowd. You don't have to feel the way everyone's feeling. You don't have to try to match everyone's energy. You just need to understand what your goals are, what you want to achieve, and where you want to go. Because when you're able to do that, you're able to be free. I'm free when I'm doing the work. I'm free once I'm working really hard towards something God set out for me, right? And it's ridiculous because sometimes I see people and they're literally changing their whole life to try to fit in with someone that does give it like no fucks about them. They don't care about them at all. And they're changing the way they think. They're changing the way they dress, the food they eat. And it's like, bro, you were doing good before them. You were eating healthy before them. You weren't drinking before them. You weren't smoking before them. But now that you're around this group of friends, or you got this new girl, or you're hanging around certain people, you want to change who you are. And that's not correct. That's not the path that I think you should take, right? And let me ask you something. If everyone was the same, right, and everyone lived the same life, why would we have a reason for living? What would be our purpose, right? So why sit there and be upset because you're not someone else? God didn't want you to be them. If he wanted you to be them, you would be here in their flesh, walking the way they walk, talking the way they talk. You are strong and you are powerful just as you are. Learn to love yourself and understand that person that you see in the mirror. Once you do that, you're going to just sit there and say, dang, I'm really making it through now. I'm really understanding life on a different level now because I know who I am. I know what I've worked for. And then you're like, okay. And then everyone around you is going to make fun of you. They're going to talk about you. You're just going to say, well, you know, there's nothing really I can change about the person I am. As far as me being here, born this way, looking this way, you know, yes, there's small things you can change. You can go to the gym. You can change the way your body looks and is formed. I'm not saying that. You can change your mindset 100%. You can change your spiritual needs and your beliefs 100%. But what do I mean by that? You can't change the fact that you were born you. You can't. You can only improve you. Most people feel like, oh man, if I was just born Beyonce, or if I was just born Chris Brown or Oprah, you know, or somebody crazy, you know, Luke Combs, Morgan Wallen, I would have this crazy life. No, it's not about that. You can create a crazy life. Matter of fact, you won't even have to create it. You will attract it. And once you attract that life by simply thinking positive, doing positive, it comes back to you. It does. It comes back to you. You just have to believe it. And a lot of times you don't even believe in yourself. That's the only reason you don't know how to say no. That's the only reason you're trying to be someone else. That's the only reason you have fear of missing out, because you're scared to say no. And let me tell you something. Don't fucking ever feel guilty for saying no. Don't. Hey man, you want to go to the bar? No, I don't. Don't feel like you have to explain yourself. You don't. No is an okay word. People have made no this big victim ass word, or this big ass word that's just so mean and disrespectful and rude. If you don't want to do something, you don't have to do that, right? You just don't have to do it. I've had friends ask me, man, come smoke a little weed with me, man, let's go have some fun. Man, let's go out tonight. Man, let's go fishing, or let's go do this. If I didn't feel like doing it, I didn't do it. Guess what? If it wasn't aligned with my goals or my purpose, I didn't do it. And I was freely saying no. And they looked at me like I was weird because I didn't want to do the drugs. I didn't want to drink. But guess what? Guess what? I've seen progress within myself. I was strong enough to validate myself. I didn't have to go to a group. You got to understand, I grew up being called fat all the time. I didn't care if other people validated me. I cared if I could. Could I stop being fat? Could I stop being the dumbass? Could I stop making stupid decisions? Because when I gained that power, if I could stop doing it, I stopped caring about what everyone else thinks. If it's not aligned with my purpose, I don't give a fuck what you think. Because I know that God is number one. I know that my mindset and the way I put myself out here in this world, number two. Other than that, it's like, man, what else is there to live for, man? If you're not inside your purpose, what else is there to live for? And the word no is powerful. You know, You can say no right before your blessing and you can lose, or you can say no to protect your blessing. Just learn how to use it. It's the same thing with yes too. You know, we can talk about that as well. It's okay to say yes. When there's an opportunity and God tells you to take that move or make that move, do it. Do it. Because it's going to bring a lot out of you. A lot out of you that you didn't know was on the inside. A lot of confidence you didn't know you had. A lot of drive that you didn't know you had. A lot of patience that you didn't know you had. And once you're able to say yes to things that are just simply calling you, you're aligned with God. You're aligned with your purpose. Most people say no when it's difficult. You know, most people say yes when it's comfortable. And if that's the path and that's the route you want to take, that's fine. You're going to feel like you're living on heaven if you take that path. The path of, oh, I love comfort, but being uncomfortable, anything uncomfortable, I'm not doing. It's going to feel like heaven down here on earth. But I want you to understand that Jesus teaches through suffering. He does. He teaches through failures. He teaches through parables. And it's difficult at times to understand because we're not Jesus, bro. We're not, and we never will be. We're not. We're not perfect. But it's okay to say no. It's okay to say yes. And we have a lot to learn. We do, like, and when you look back at it and all of this is said and done, you're going to have respect by being able to say no. You're going to have your family set up in a way by being able to say yes or no to certain things. Because you got to understand that if you truly want to be a leader, you're going to have people behind you. Rather it be your kids, your cousins, your aunties, your social media following, there's people behind you. And your yes or no's determine the way they're going to look at you and their actions in the future. And I know it's pretty deep, but man, it's real. Your yes and no's mean something. And if you don't learn how to say no, people are going to treat you like that. They're going to run over you. They're going to completely clean your clock. And you're going to sit there and take it every time because you're scared of difficulties, altercations, disagreements. You're scared of that. And you shouldn't be. You should respect yourself so much. You should love yourself so much. And selfishness can sometimes be, that word selfishness can sometimes be used in the wrong way. People will say selfishness is bad, but to a degree you have to be selfish. And I know it sounds crazy. I know. But if I'm not working on me, why would you want me around? If I'm not loving me, why would you want me to love you? Because I don't know how to love. If I'm not taking care of me, why would you expect me to try to take care of you in certain situations and at times? Because I don't know how to do that. I've never seen that. I've never done that. So why are you expecting me to do it for you? And it's the same thing, bro. Love yourself. Be selfish with your time. You know. And saying no will leave you a lot of time, right? A lot of time to find yourself, a lot of time to figure out what you like and what you don't like. And then sometimes saying yes will be great because then you'll be able to create memories, create a time of, oh, I can go back and look at this picture, this video, you know, and it's really going to change your life. So just make the right decisions, man. And if you're confused about it, pray, 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 pray. And just know that whatever decision you make is for a reason. Saying yes or no is crazy. You know, and sometimes you got to tell yourself, I'm not the drugs. I'm not the old version. I'm not an addict. I'm not a porn addict. I don't do this stuff no more. When you're able to tell yourself no, it's like, boom. And you trick your mind. Because a lot of times we grow up and we're like, yes, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We get addicted to these things. And then you tell your mind no. It's like, what? What the fuck did you just say to me? You said no. We've been doing this for years. It's going to take time to learn how to say no, but learn how to do it. And the last thing I'm going to say is stop apologizing so much. When you're wrong, apologize. When you do something to hurt someone, apologize. But you don't have to say I'm sorry to every little thing, you know, because again, it goes back to that word no. When you say I'm sorry, it shows some sense of weakness. It shows some sense of, oh, okay, then he just wants to, you know, just apologize and do what he wants and this. No, bro. Be you. Don't ever apologize for being you. You can't help the fact that you're you. The only thing that you can do is improve who you are. Keep going. You know it's love. We never miss. If you need help with self-development, click the link down below for training, nutrition, mindset, and habits. We never fucking miss.